Let's see. Let me turn my mics on, get my mic all synced up. Hello, everybody. I know you can hear me. I just got to swap the mics here. Let's go to one right there. That sounds much better. Hello, hello, hello. Let me put this on my body here. There we go. I'm bugged. Hello, everybody. I am your Leopard Atola Supreme Leader, Tim, here to deliver some stuff. I am not hiding. I'm trying to grow a beard so I look like a real Leopard Atola. Anyway, enough of that crap, right? Let's see. Cindy Bennett is in the house. Christina James has joined us this afternoon. This is fabulous. And we got Trudy in the house. Hello, Trudy. And we got Larry. Hello, Larry. And Joe. Joe's here too. Let's see. And we got Christina, Larry, Trudy, Christina, Joe, Christina, Trudy. There we go. And we got Crafting Crime and Weather Daily. So her channel expands because apparently people love weather even more than true crime. Could you imagine that? Let's see. Hello, Rebecca. Hope you're doing well. Another crazy night of weather expected. Look, she's starting right here on our channel doing the weather thing. I love it. I love it. Let's see. Joe's going to reboot. See if that fixes anything. What was happening with Joe? Thank goodness they're back. I hope that's us being back. We've been back all day, working my butt off yesterday. Oh, my goodness. I had so much preparation to do for the weekend. Today was a tremendously productive day. I have been in the shop since 7:30 this morning. Took a break at 4:30 in the afternoon. I did take Kevin to work, so I got a 40-minute break there, taking him back and forth, about 10:30 or so. But got a lot done, even more prepped. Tomorrow is going to be an incredibly productive day as well, so we're making it back a little bit. And then Carrie got the new glitter in for the Leap, so I'll be making some more trays, because the other trays I have were, to me, substandard for the Leap members. Probably pretty good for everybody else. Let's see what we got. So they came out like this, and they look really cute and all. You got to trim them up and all that kind of stuff. But this one came out really thin. It's actually sort of flexible, which is neat on one side, but on the back side, it's not very thick. I don't know what happened there.
Hello, friends.
Oh, don't yell.
I wasn't yelling. I'm talking normal.
You. You're always yelling at me. I'm telling you.
Well, I think you need to check my sound.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
No, you're not. You're not.
And then this one here, there's a bunch of air bubbles in the glitter. So we might just peddle these off for like $10 a tray just to recover the resin amount. It still looks pretty cool. It's just not perfect. And the Leap members deserve perfection, or at least as nice as I can get it for them. Here's another one. This one actually looks pretty good. Little air bubbles. I don't know what happened to the resin. Really weird resinification or whatever the heck is going on here. But anyway, I poured 4 all at the same time, and they're wonderful trays. They're very functional. They're just not really pretty. I mean, really on the back side mainly, and nobody looks at the back anyway. I put feet on the corners, but it just is weird. I don't know what the heck happened. Anyway, there's those. We might peddle those off or give them away, or who knows what. Let's see. That's it. Space bar is back and working now. We all need a space bar. Let me tell you what I learned today. Is Jess Russ around yet? Because she is our science teacher. There is something called cislunar space. I was listening to it on a show. Let me bring up the thing I learned about it. And they kept mentioning this cislunar space when they were talking about satellites and warfare and moon staging, like they're going to put something up in this lunar space. And by the way, cislunar means the space between our upper atmosphere and the moon. Okay, all that space in between there. And they're going to put things up there so they can put a bunch of stuff to there and then go to the moon from there, which would be really cool because now you don't have to escape the gravity of the Earth. So that'll be pretty cool. Let me go see. Cislunar space explained. So here we go. Cislunar space. You got a pretty cool picture there. Refers to the region between the Earth and the Moon. I have never heard it called cislunar space, so I had to look it up. Cis, C-I-S, means on this side of. So the cislunar space is the space on the Earth's side of the Moon. There you go. From the upper atmosphere to just beyond Moon's orbit. It's the complex gravitational region where Earth and Moon interact, including special points called Lagrange points. And I got to go look those up because I don't know. But it's all about satellites and all that different kind of stuff. Anyway, that was cool, I thought. Let's see. Christina James is glad that your space bar is fixed. We love that. Cindy Bennett's giving a thumbs up. And Joe's happy too because it's a brand new keyboard. Let's see. Denise is in the house. Hello, Denise. How are you doing today? Let's see. Denise almost looks exactly like her AI image. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Yeah, Rebecca, stay safe. I got nothing down here. I don't see any. Let's go check the weather just in case I'm not paying attention. It's 80 degrees right now, and there is not a cloud in sight for about 1,000 miles. Looks like Nebraska is the closest. Yeah, I don't know where you're going to get the weather at. Must be way up north, Rebecca, because looking pretty chill here in Kansas and Oklahoma. Okay, we'll get rid of that screen. Let's see. Don't forget that thumbs up. Heck yeah, help that algorithm. Hey, Larry, I forgot to say that while I was fighting my space bar. All right, we love the help from Larry. Hello, Larry again. And we got Larry Rainbow Husky. Hey, someone we just met. Actually, he knew about us, and he just bought a kit from us, Carrie's D-Stash and some stuff. And we're glad he's here. But he's out there in California, where they pay $32 per gallon of gas soon. Just kidding. But he's out there, and, you know, it's funny. You don't know people's names and all that kind of stuff. So I sold him a kit, and I said, oh, by the way, don't forget to watch us on YouTube. He goes, oh, I know who you guys are. And I'm like, oh, I felt like a celebrity for 3.5 seconds. It was so exciting. So thank you, Rainbow Husky, for joining us. And we got Caroline in the house. Hello, Caroline. Oh, see, she liked my comedy is going. Leopard Atola. I am the supreme leader of Leopard Leatherworks, and I do exactly what Carrie lets me get away with.
What did you open with?
I said, this is Tim, your Leopard Atola. You know, like the Ayatollah, except I'm not Shia Muslim, so that wouldn't fit. But I'm a leopard, so we're Leopard Atolas. Let's see. Hey, Sandy Black, how you doing over there, buddy?
Only with Tim.
Only with Tim. Let's see. Go over to the Brick a Block event and give them away. That's not a bad idea. There's Will. Will's in the house. Will had a video. He was driving around his town, and I was watching the video, and I go, hey, I know where that is. And it was like a highway sign or something like that. Let's see. Star Trek and Star Wars coming to light. I love it, Larry. I love it. Let's see. Thanks again for the Deltas yesterday. Absolutely. So excited. Yeah, us too. And let's see. Oh, might be tomorrow, the weather. I'll check that out. Pretty gorgeous today. Supposed to be 51 here tomorrow. So big swing of 30 degrees, which is crazy.
As Tim said, I'm de-stashing stuff just to make some room and all that good stuff. And realism. I'm doing the slasher stash. So here we are participating. So there were some things I'm like, I don't think this is going to sell. I really don't. It's way old. Everyone has it. They fly out the door. So I'm very happy. I still have a long way to go. So
there's a market for everything out there.
Yeah. If you're looking for something, watch the D-Stash groups and you may find it from good old Leopards.
It goes back to my story when I became an assistant manager at Walmart back in 2015. 12? No, assistant manager.
Oh.
10 to 11. Yeah, 2012. And I was overnight or during the daytime, I was the consumables assistant manager, which meant grocery and health and beauty aids and vitamins and Band-Aids and paper and all that stuff that people consume. And there were about 15 of these little, they call them, what they call those little things, Kara, that come in, they're made of cardboard and you just stick them in the aisle. features of some type. I forget. New products, cups.
PDQ?
No, they stood on the floor and you just stuck them somewhere in the place. Anyway, so there's about 15 of those there, and I was frozen. I was like, I don't know what the hell to do with all this stuff. And the store manager's like, hey, Tim, come over here. Let me help you out here. He goes, just keep putting stuff in front of your associates. Get it in the flow. And I'm like, oh, okay. There are end caps, Christina, but these were little standees. I forget what they had a name for them. I forget.
PDQs.
No, it stood on the floor,
Pallet?
and it was like Glad bags, or it was cups, or it was summer blowies, or who knows, whatever it was. But anyway, there was about 15 of these things. Doesn't matter what they were or what they're called. And I'm just going, who would buy this stuff? I mean, and John goes, look, just stick it out on the floor. By the time I notice it's in the wrong spot, it'll be half sold down, and we'll move it to one of those little things next to the end cap. What they call those little shelves, Care, next to the end caps? Can't you remember now?
Oh, God. You're testing me.
You know, those little black shelves that were on there. You put stuff on. Anyway, everybody buys everything. It blows me away. I'm like, wow, I never thought people would buy this stuff. And that's why in the super center I ran, there were 110,000 different SKUs, right? 110,000 different items in this store. Blew me away. When I got to Amazon, and I was running that Amazon fulfillment center here in Oklahoma City, when we finally got it filled up, there was this website you could go to tell you what's going on in your business there. It was, internal website. And there were 4.5 million different items in this 2.5 million square feet of an Amazon robotics fulfillment center. And all of the items that were in the building added up to nearly 40 million items. And there was, if you go on Amazon, you look something up, it's in one of these fulfillment centers. There are millions of different items. And I thought to myself, wow, I thought at Walmart I had a lot of items with 110,000 different SKUs, right? No, I get to Amazon and only this one facility had 4.5 million different types of SKUs. Blew me away.
Crazy.
I didn't know there were that many items in the world. And that was just one fulfillment center.
I worked there during the pandemic. My position was eliminated, but then I got rehired back at Walmart because nobody showed up to work. But I was at Amazon for weekends, so I could see Tim because he worked weekends. And that I said, just come by my station. He never could come by my station. So I'm like, okay, whatever. But there were a lot of items.
I was running the joint. I didn't have time to.
You didn't have time to visit with me.
Buy one of the.
From the time that you order something, and Tim taught me this, and my manager did too. From the time you place your order and your address is in the system and you place the order, it knows where it's coming from, how fast it will get picked or not, and then shipped to you and how long that will take. Because it might come from a different fulfillment center. I worked on the floor later on that moved pallets into trucks. And all I did was pull back and forth all day long. It was fun. And so it was no brainer. And I was getting paid big, like $16 an hour. I'm like, okay, here we go. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So if it didn't make it on that truck, you screwed up the rotation. And that's when you would get an email saying your shipment has been delayed. So it was just a lot of learning. So from the time you order, it knows where it's coming from and how long it will take to get to you. And if it'll be a delay,
if it's in a different warehouse, it knows how long it will take to get to your local warehouse so they can stow it and then pick it back out again for your order. It is an amazing, amazing system. And Walmart's copying them pretty well. So, yeah, they're both very aggressive at getting that sale and getting your stuff. And pretty soon, and I think it's getting pretty close to it now, whatever you can order on Amazon, because quite frankly, I'm pretty quick to go order on Amazon. But whatever you order on Amazon, you're also going to be able to get on Walmart.com. So it's coming where their warehousing is getting larger and larger. In fact, their warehouses look just like a Amazon warehouse. Same. I mean, a distribution center is a distribution center is a distribution center. They're all the same
Yeah, you can also order something and it may not be in the store that you are shopping from, but it might be in a neighboring store. And then some little driver person will go, usually our third party company that will drive it and drive it to your house. So it's, easy. They're trying very competitive with Amazon.
They will get you that product.
They'll get it to you. They want you to buy it from them. If this store has it, and that's not too far away. It's in the area. So the super center, it might be the super center, 2 or 3 roads down the way, 5 minutes away, but it can get it to you in the next day. Yep. So it's pretty
Hello, Sarah. Welcome in.
Hey, Sarah.
And Sandy, it's robots. I hope you're all well. It is robots. We had 900 robots per mod, and there were 6 mods in my building. So we had 5,400 robots. And these little yellow pods that they would put things into, there were 12,500 per mod per 6 mods. So there are 75,000 of these yellow things that are 7 feet tall, and you put stuff in and the robot takes them around and stuff like that. Amazing technology and organization, and blows my mind away. It was so much fun. Okay. I got the lathe all loaded up. Let me switch my camera over to
I let Jess know she's first up, and so we'll see if she pops on.
Oh, that's the wrong one right there.
I think that's the one you're doing, right?
I'm doing it. Yeah, got 4 for Jess. If it's not in my store in town, it would have to travel at least 52 miles here and back. But Cindy, here's what's interesting is every day we would receive these trailers at our dock, and they were called reactive freight, which meant once they got pulled up to our dock, we had 5 hours to unload the truck, get all the stuff upstairs, which is an automated way to do it too, and get it stowed so it could be picked for local orders. It's amazing. I don't know if I ever showed you guys. Let me see if I go find that video.
But even though you're 52 miles from the nearest store, there is some way they'll ship it by mail or UPS or some way to get it to you if you want it.
It's a 3-hour drive from the DFW warehouse to OKC1, where I worked. And Tulsa is only an hour and a half away. We'd get stuff in from Denver. I mean, these trucks would move, and they are moving. When you see those Amazon trucks, they are moving freight from warehouse to warehouse, generally speaking. Let's see. Let me go back. Let me go to camera uploads. Let me go back to 20. When did we work there? 2020? Yeah, let's go see.
2020, 2021, 2022, I think.
Let's see. 2020, I took over pick.
Yep.
So that would have been.
I might have the video on my phone.
Here's
April. Sent it to me at one point so I can watch how fast this guy went, because I wasn't that fast. Because if something was heavy, I couldn't pull it out fast enough. So they tried to help me. So Tim sent me this on ways to be better. So
I trained this guy, and he became the #1 picker. He was the one that would actually take instruction and listen while I was training him. Oh, here he is.
Find it?
Yeah, I'm going to put it in the media player here. We'll show it real quick.
It's crazy, and then you'll know how your items get to you. It's fascinating, actually, in my opinion.
Your opinion is worth a lot.
I guess.
Oh, let me. Okay, let me pause that real quick. We'll go back to the beginning of that one, and I'm going to share the little orange robots on the bottom. Let's see, window right here. Here we go. Check this out.
38. No.
So the computer screen tells him what to pick and where it's at, and a light will shine on the actual pocket that it's in, and he picks it up, picks it out, scans it, and drops it into a tote. This kid picked 5,000 items in one night. Yellow pods out there. It's a whole field of yellow pods. 500 by 500 feet field of pods. You can see how far deep they go. And the little orange robots will bring this thing to the right side, placed to him. He picks it, scans it, drops it in the right tote. And there's even lights above the tote to tell him which tote it goes in. And then it flashes when he's done with the tote, because that tote's going to go downstairs, get sorted, get packed, and get shipped, all within about the next 30 minutes.
Yep.
This kid, man, he was, and he doesn't look like he's working. He was going fast.
I'm like, I could do that. It's harder than it looks.
Yeah, you got to really, you got to know where your feet go. That's where you save all your time, on your feet.
And you have to constantly keep those yellow totes
all day long,
because they fill up quickly.
Hey, April, did we say hi to April? I think she snuck in.
Yeah, she did sneak in. Hello, April. We're twinning with our pens today.
Yeah. Well, Danger Will Robinson. Danger Will Robinson. Yeah. Oh, iRobot with Will Smith. Yeah, that's a good one too. Let's see. Same April, always like, didn't they hear? Yeah, learn anything. Yeah, iRobot's not true. But anyway, it was fun. Anyway, that's what it looks like inside of an Amazon Robotics picking center.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, they're moved by forklift. Yeah, these are all done by robots, Cindy. Anyway, let's get busy turning, because that's what we're all here for.
Can I make it a slight announcement kind of thing?
You may do whatever you want, Supreme Leader Ruler.
Oh, yeah. Leopards, whatever you call it.
Leopards.
Leopards. Couple of things. First, I'm going to talk about what I'm working on, just for those that are curious. I am working on the Diamond Design Code Cuddly Dragons for the Mini Night Madness event going on right now. I was going to do like a competition and do the bracket, and I had it all figured out. I actually spun the wheel of names and all that stuff. I'm like, I just don't feel like hitting up 3 little hits. So I just said I was doing this in J-Rob's small but mighty event, and I'm like, okay, I've done one. Spring week 1 was when I submitted it the same week for her at the end. So I did the sunflower one, which I posted in the group, I think. But I can show those to you if you'd like to see them. Just let me know in the comments. And then this is the spring one, which I just recently finished not too long ago. And down below, which is this right here, I am working on the autumn one. And then I just have, so I'll submit this one this week because I'm almost done. I just have the top and a little background here. And then I will do the Christmas winter one, which is right here. And then I'll be done with these. And I may have them dry mounted individually or try and get them to do a fancy frame for each one. I'll probably dry mount each one so I can put it up for the season. But that's kind of what we're working on right now. And this comes from them. You get this. I cut this up, obviously. And then I put all the stickers on the baggies like this. Work back that way. I have so many other kits in containers, and then they give you this paper, which is kind of cool, and it just has all the symbols right there. So it's because they don't put it on the canvases, so I just refer to this and quickly look up the symbols to which one I need. And after a while, I get to know the more popular colors. But that's kind of what I'm working on. Second announcement is it's only a couple weeks away, and this week I'll be working on the sponsor event, who our sponsors are for Springing In with Kettner 2026. So we have some wonderful, I listed some in the post in the group, so share that group and let everybody know that we're doing that. So working on one, share it, share. And so we are having a lot of fun. We have some great repeat sponsors that have sponsored for us before. We have a few new to us sponsor, which one is Ditsy's Diamond Den. And in the Leopard group, if you have Facebook group, you will see
Baseball bat, .54.
and in the event group, Ditsy's Diamond Den has made a wonderful, beautiful trinket tray and drill tray from their doggy line, which is beautiful. It's called the Rococo Kitty or Rococo Manakaneko, and it is absolutely beautiful pastels and gorgeous. There's a video that you can watch to see it. You can order it now. So order now so you get it in time. We appreciate the time that Paul from Ditsy's Diamond Den spent drawing all that. That was very time consuming, and a lot of time and effort went into these two items to design them for us. So please post when you get it in the group, tag Ditsy's Diamond Den, and thank them for all their work for that. So that's exciting. I have another thing, which I'll show all these things in the kickoff live. There's Casey Creations. They made the Kaneko cat that they got on their own. So it's not any of his work, but they drew it as well. Ditsy's tray is licensed from Jeremiah Kettner, and Jeremiah Kettner is compensated for the tray and for the drill tray and the trinket tray for every purchase you make from them. So you are supporting Jeremiah as well as Ditsy. So, and then Casey Creations did one. It's a very baby pastel colors. It's gorgeous. It's a longer tray, trinket tray, and it's made from 3D printed, and so is her tray. It's very ergonomic by you can hold it in your hand. So if when you fill out your order, she'll ask you, are you a left-handed person or a right-handed person? And that way you know which one to purchase, depending on if you hold your tray in your hand like this. So if you're a left-handed person, you'd hold it like this, so the design would be a little different. So if you're a lefty or a righty. So it just depends. So that is in there. We have So Blingy back with us with a bag set of their beautiful bags. So we're appreciative of that. DP with sparklers, and Kirsten's Craft Corner, who makes these beautiful 3D printed items here like this and on. She's very talented. So you will get a gift card to her shop. We are doing something. I yet to be determined what we are doing. Probably making a special pen, and it will probably go with one of the items or one of the kits. Haven't decided yet, but we do have a beautiful resin tray. It has been made. We're working out some logistics because it has licensed artwork on it, and we are partnering with Sparkly Nana, who made them, and licensing those trays on their behalf. So these trays, these resin trays, and her work is exquisite. And I'm doing an unboxing here, I think tomorrow morning. I did it, and it came out really weird because I struggled on taking the bubble wrap off. So I did not want to put that in, and I didn't feel like editing it. So we're just redoing it. So that won't take me very long. It's about a 12-minute video, and you can see her exquisite work. And then you will buy this tray if you want the event tray with the licensed artwork on it. And if you want the licensed artwork on it, then you will order it through Leopard Leatherworks, and then we will place your order to Sparkly Nan on your behalf, and then she will ship it to you. So there'll be one color for the tray, and then you can opt to get a coaster and a trash pot that is additional, but the tray alone is the one that's licensed. So that's the one that we are, but we're carrying the whole kit and caboodle on Leopard to make it very easy for you to pay. So very simple. And so then they will be sent to Sparkly Nana, and she will be in touch with you when it ships and all that good stuff. So especially if you buy it through us, the label will be tied to our website. So you'll get the same way if you bought from us before, how you get kept in touch. So that will be posted in the group when they are ready and everything is worked out. So that is very exciting. And I'm telling you, the tray is absolutely gorgeous. My group experts have seen it, so they can verify if they're on. And Margaret or Raccoon Eyes or Trudy Lanu, if you're on and they have seen the photo. There's only the four of us that have seen it. Well, Tim, if you count him. So it's five of us have seen this tray, and it is absolutely stunning. You will want one. I'm telling you, you will want one. It's the best tray trinket resin made of resin that we have ever had on any of our events. I'm thrilled to death. So it is going to be a super fun event, and they are yes, thank you, Trudy. They are gorgeous. Rebecca, what about Crafting and Crime Daily? Yes, ma'am. So, um, so anyway, yes, I haven't gotten your kit yet, and I'm not working on any of the other ones I have. So I was just showing what I was working on in this live. So that's why I was talking about it. And when your kit comes, when I get it, that flag, I will unbox it and work on it on the live. But I don't have it yet, ma'am. So anyway, so that is what is going on. So those are the two big announcements. So look for the Google form. Also, oh, I'm not relaying. Yes, I know you're a sponsor, Rebecca. I just doesn't going over all the sponsors. You were a sponsor last time. I said repeat. Okay. I know I'm not naming every single sponsor. The list is too long. I was naming some of the people who have returned that have not, that weren't in the last event we did. So it was just all the people that was in Kentner, which you were. So I didn't mention everybody. I couldn't. I just did things off the top of my head. So I try and catch everybody. So if I don't mention everybody, it's because I'm going fast so Tim can take the mic over. So anyway, now I lost my train of thought here. So there will be a Google form. In order to get Sparkling Nana's tray, you must be a registered participant because they'll be so beautiful. You'll want one, and we just can't have everybody doing it. So it's only for event participants because it takes her a lot of time for her process. So being that her process takes a long time, and if you've ever seen anything or ordered from her, you'll know. So unless it's already pre-made. So it takes a while. So you must be a participant, fill out a Google form, and upload a start photo. So we will confirm that. And if we don't have those things, then I will send you a message. You need to be participating. So no, it doesn't make you look stupid. Why does it make you look stupid?
Well, just being around me will do that.
No, I didn't mention everybody.
I didn't even know where you're at. I had the blower on, so I couldn't hear a thing.
Well, I was talking about the Diamond Design Co. and some of the new sponsors and some new sponsors and what some of our new sponsors were donating, our sponsors that had not been in the most recent event we did. So I was just calling those out. And then Rebecca said, Crafting Crime Daily. Well, I wasn't listing every single one. So that's what.
I am a sponsor, not talking about the flag. Okay.
Yeah, so she says I'm a sponsor because I didn't call her name out.
Well, she is a sponsor.
I know, but I wasn't calling all the names out. I just said,
oh, you got to call all the names out.
And, well, I don't have the list in front of me. So,
well, you got to at least remember Becca. She's our buddy.
I didn't see she was on, so I can't remember everyone.
Oh no!
Yeah,
take notes.
Give me a break.
You can't keep up. Take notes.
Give me a break. Be nice. Don't pick on me.
Carrie's been destashed. We're going to move to Phoenix, right? So it's like we announced that a while ago when I got back from visiting my mom, and whenever Carrie went on her cruise, I'm like, we got to get where the weather's good and there's less wind, and so I'm like, I don't want to take all these diamond paintings with us, so let's start destashing the crap out of them. So we are destashing, and there'll be a point where we're going to have like a 5-hour Saturday auction where, man, you're going to get deals on diamond paintings like there's no tomorrow. because I don't want to pack them and take them. It means I have to pack them, I have to lift them, I have to pack them in a truck, and then I have to unload them and likely unpack them. And that's an energy that I would rather not do. I like that flag one, Rebecca. I can't see your whole comment, but that flag one, is that Carrie, didn't you order that one? Carrie, didn't you order that? Well, maybe she's not near her desk right now. Did she order that flag one? Because that was cool. That was good looking. Carrie just pass out or something? Oh, there she is. She's in the shop with me now. She's probably getting some stuff to show everybody. Oh, that feels good. Nice. Feels good right there. Feels good. Yep. Got to remember Rebecca. She's sponsoring everything, man. She's growing her little business up there. I'm loving it. Love watching her take it on and be successful and realistic. And I'm just waiting for her weather channel because it's going to be, hey, Rebecca, y'all. Or Rebecca Velocity. Ooh, there you go, Rebecca. Do it. Rebecca Velocity. That's even more Max than Max.
Comments, so don't worry about it. Not that I'm mad. I just don't want to lose people that look like it are.
I got to watch that thing about that case you were covering this morning. I was busy turning pens and wasn't able to really comment or talk or whatever. I'm like, oh, I just missed it. Dang it. I'm becoming a little more true crime heavy lately. Carrie and Rebecca got me turned on to the true crime. And man, I'm telling you, I can't believe the way some people act. My goodness. My goodness. Costume DP pens. What is that, Larry? And I love that you're out there looking for markets, man. That's awesome. I'll see you all around. Why? Where are you going to go? Build blocks or something, Rebecca? Or are you going to do the weather? For the costume DP, I don't know what that is, Larry. By the way, everybody, the ebonite that I'm buying from India, I got a FedEx tracking number. So it might be a week or two and maybe 3. Not sure how long it takes to get from India. But if it's on FedEx, I'd imagine they put it on a boat or put it on an airplane, right? Custom DP pens. You got to market. That's all I do, Larry. It's custom. That is all I do, brother. Carrie's back. I hear her on the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, this thing is feeling smooth. I was doing some, if you watched the videos from the live today, I was doing, by the way, I forgot to record doing the actual ink pen blanks that I was turning. I don't know why I didn't hit the button. I'm like, oh crap. So I did 3 of the glitter ones, and man, those glitter ones, whoo, they are bumpy. They are full of glitter. Do, 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 do. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah. Another stitch pen. A stitch in time saves 9. Sunday roast. Turkey, beef, or lamb? Beef. Where's the beef? Everybody remember Clara Peller back in the, I don't know, 80s with the Where's the Beef? Where's the beef? Okay, this one is done except for buffing. Oh, that's a really good design, man. Look at that. That is a cool blank. There's a lot of transparency in there, a little bit of glitter in there. I don't know what that ball is. Look at that ball. Like a gray ball in there. Yeah, I like that one. That's a cool blank. Was this a cocoon blank?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Let's see. Move on. Here we go. Moving on up to the east side to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Moving on up. Now, this is pretty cool. It's all resin. I love this design. Silver, copper. I don't see any gold. I think it's just silver, copper, and clear. Maybe some black in there somewhere. A little bit. White polyalloy, argyle. Argyle is the pattern. Polyalloy and white would be what the white is there, and I guess the silver, gold, copper is his polyalloy. When I was flipping through the blanks that were dropped, Group USA, I saw it. Oh, yeah, you know Stitch. Yeah. We don't talk about Bruno. We do talk about Stitch, though. Okay, let's make this baby round. Yeah, April loves that Stitch. I think Stitch loves you back. All right, let's get in here. Another 0.54 and baseball bat. So, Larry, was the weather good enough down there? You're out there doing some scroll sawing or turning today? I sure hope so. Let's see. I still think we're a little fat. Yeah, we're about 300s fat. Should be right on the money there. On the money right there.
On the money. Okay.
The London Inn, Morchard Bishop, Devon, UK. What's there, Sandy? Oh, Sunday roast. Tomorrow? Very nice. Are you going to dinner tomorrow? Is that what that means? All right, we might be where we need to be here. 0.54 on the money. I love it. All right, let's finish up our baseball bats here. Ah, love the resin. So, April, how's the mice doing? Or are they gone now and you're on to the next one? I forget where we are in the whole scheme of things here.
Like, not Mickey Mouse, but Mouse Mouse? Oh, you can't hear me. Oh, well.
I hear your voice, Carrie, but I cannot tell what you're saying.
I'm asking about the mouse. You still can't hear me, probably. It's loud in there. I forget sometimes. Really does the
We
same.
don't talk about Bruno.
We don't.
I like that song. Oh, Larry spent most of the day in town. What were you doing in there? Bar hopping? Let's come out 7/8. Getting meds and groceries. Oh, that's not bar hopping. Hey, Jessica Jenkins. Need to go lay out a rat for my snake. Very nice. I think that April was actually babysitting, raising. I forget what it was, but there was some mice in the world there. April's world.
Oh, that's right. She has 4 pet mice, all
Yeah, not
named.
your typical field mice, probably a more domesticated version.
Hey, Kev.
I'm making a Jessica cut right now. What do we call this thing? The Bast
Oh, dang.
Monarch or something? I forget what it's called.
You're going to make me look that up.
Hey, Sandy, did you ever watch that contest eater over there in the UK? I think her name is Scutledge or something like that, or Scut Cleaver or something. Man, her and her husband do a bunch of eating contests and stuff. Larry tried drinking. No, you don't have to drink, Larry. Just bar hop. Go get all the free snacks off the bar. I don't drink either, Larry. I'd go for the free snacks, man. Pass the pretzels and a glass of water, please, mate. Yeah, Sandy, this woman, Scut Cleaver or Scutiver or whatever her name is, man, can she put away food.
Hey, Tim.
Even faster than beard meets food. What you got?
Which one are you doing?
I don't know. I've got the Argyle one. Oh, that's close. I'll do that for another one. Apparently, I don't know how to read. This is her favorite turn, though. This is the one she invented, the Bast.
This she wants to straight.
Okay. Yeah, write it on the blank. Write it on the blank. That way I can't go wrong. Hey, Kevin. Stop it now, baby. Okay. I have to learn how to read. It's important. Reading is fundamental. I need to go back to Grammar Rock. Let's see. Gouda and Colby are half field mice and half domestic mouse. Pepperjack and Munster are 100% domestic. Oh, we got a mixed crowd in there. Well, just unfire yourself then. What's that? Okay. The beard. Yeah, you know, the beard meets food. There's another mega eater there in the UK. It's a big bodybuilding guy and his wife. She got black hair. And I think their last name is like Scutiver or Scut Cleaver or Scut Lever or something like that. Just look for competition eaters in the UK and I'm sure she'll come up. But man alive. Katrina Eats Kilos and her buddy, I forget his name. We're over there in the UK doing this cheesecake eating contest. And I have never seen a person. Oh, it was a steak eating contest. And this black-haired lady, man, she put away a steak that was monstrous in no time. I don't even think she chewed it. I don't eat. What's the name of that lady, Kevin? The black-haired lady with the Brits. She's wolfing down the food all the time. Married to the big bodybuilder-looking guy. Kevin might remember. Yep, Katina and that big guy. Yeah, but who's the black-haired lady, Kevin? You know her name. In fact, they've done eating contests with Katina and the big guy that always kneels when he eats. I think he's praying he can get it all down. Yeah, lady with black hair. Yeah, Sandy, look up a guy over there in the UK called Beard Meets Food. That's the name of his channel. He's been here to Oklahoma and Texas and everywhere else in the country, and he does a lot of UK eating events, all the little challenges in the restaurants and bars and stuff, the pubs. But that lady, I got to go look her up again. She is insane. She puts them all under the table when she's eating. Leah Skutkeever. There you go, Kev. And Eddie Hall. Yeah, Eddie's the big bodybuilder dude. Is that her boyfriend, husband? What is that, Kev? I know. He will. Can I hear you? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, Mom says Kevin can find anything. But we also watch him once in a while. But check that one out, Sandy. Oh, my goodness. I usually fast forward while they're eating because I don't want to watch them eat for 20 minutes. But I'll get to the end and see if they make the contest or not. There's a famous one here in Oklahoma where even Vince Gill says is the best chicken fried steak he ever had. It's in Noble, Oklahoma. And I forget the name of it right off the top of my head, but they got this massive eating challenge. And oh my goodness, some people do it and some don't make it. In the Beard Meets Food, he's got a couple of million subscribers. It's amazing what we'll watch on YouTube, huh? I don't know how they stay so thin. My goodness. Kevin, you'll probably have about 7 pens to buff tonight. Christina Carr will be coming up tomorrow during the day, so you'll see her stuff on a premiere. I got about 400 to do for her. Okay, not really, but it's a lot. All right, let's see if my dream came true. Oh, yes, that's a great design. Look at that. Folding through that design right there. That is too cool. Beautiful. I nailed it. I love that. That is too cool. Okay. And now we're going to the brick as artist choice stepstones. Let's do stepstones. She wants 3 restraints on that one. So how's everybody doing today? I mean, guys have a good day? Oh, that's very nice. Was it a stitch kit? A Dakota kit. April, you bought something that wasn't stitch? Just kidding. Just kidding. Hey, Sandy Black, weren't you a machinist over there in the UK? Was that what you did? Machinery operator of some type? What machines do you operate, and how long have you been doing that? And what do the machines make or do? I'm doing well, says April. Excellent. Buying your unicorn. Nice. We've had a number of people going, I'm buying my unicorn. And I had to ask Carrie, I said, we don't have any unicorns, do we? I said, why is everybody buying a unicorn? Well, it's not really a unicorn, but it's that unique thing that you can't find anywhere else. I learned that. Ha, ha, ha. I just thought it was a colored pony.
No, it's like a thing you're looking for and looking for and looking for.
But yeah, we are destashing a lot because I don't want to pack it up.
So this is your time to get that thing. I am keeping some things, but some it's like, well, yeah, I can part with it. But others I definitely want to do. Like Gamer Girl by Mrs. Butter D. Want to do
Okay,
that one.
0.60.
I promised Kevin we'd do that for someday, maybe a gaming room.
Sandy does diamonds? Is that what that is? Your machines does diamonds? Makes diamonds? Cuts diamonds? What does it do, Sandy? I'm intrigued. As you can tell, I love machinery. I'm loving the world of lab-grown diamonds. It's pretty cool. Ooh, that's smooth. My goodness. You see me do that a lot. I love to feel that smoothness there while it's going roundy, roundy. And Joe, I'll bet you very soon we're going to start getting to your fountain pen. There were two ways we can go about this, Joe. I can buy a fountain pen kit where we turn the blanks and you put it together like you do a regular ink pen. I thought that was pretty cool, and there's some nice kits out there. But I really want to do the kitless. And we may want to wait, Joe, to see what this new ebonite looks like that's going to arrive. Might be a few weeks away, but you know, I showed the picture the other night. There's some good looking stuff coming. .61. So kitless, Joe, is, and I'll show you an example. It's the one where I do all the thread cutting. I create the section. There's no kit that you buy. You make it out of a raw blank, which would be your piece of ebonite that we have chosen for you. But you may wish to choose from the new ebonite that's arriving. You remember those pictures I showed the other night? And I can show them again if you don't. But I got the FedEx tracking number, so I'm going to wait till Monday. I imagine it's going to start making its way here. And I would imagine that take 3 or 4 weeks to get here. 0.54 on the money. And but anyway, lots of options. May have to chat about exactly what it is you want. But anyway, there are some, and I'll show you some. There are some kit pens that'll be a lot cheaper than the kitless pen, because the kitless pen is a tremendous amount of labor, which I love doing, don't get me wrong. But the other ones, you could pick your blank, and we essentially install it into a kit. Larry probably knows what I'm talking about. We'll show some here as soon as we're done with Jess Russ's pens. All right, Miss Russ would like 3 restraints on this one, which means we got to find the center and dig 4 holes. There's our center. Yeah, we'll have to talk about that because I think the ebonite I have right now makes a fantastic diamond painting pen because you cut a lot of curves into it and stuff like that, like down in here and things. Where the stuff that's coming, it'll look fabulous just on a pen. So we'll check it out. Yeah, the new one's going to be wild. Did you see the pictures, Joe, of the new ebonite that's coming? I know, April. She got it. We cut you a piece too. It's in your bag. It is in your bag. Kevin's done 4 canvases this month. Excellent, Kevin. Excellent. Okay. Let me get my divider out here. Let me pay attention here. Okay, so I need 4 of these things to be in play here. And I think the size we want. So we'll do 4 digs. These 3 are not in play over there. I'm going to center it up on this guy right there. Yep, that's a pretty good spacing. What I'll do is I'll dive right around this middle part here, get the spacing. I'm going to move it over just a 32nd of an inch right to here. There's 1. There's 2. Yeah, Joe, I'm very excited for this new ebonite that's coming. And we'll look at that, and we'll look at a kitted fountain pen versus a kitless fountain pen. And that ebonite will work fabulous on either one. The new ebonite. I don't think the ebonite I've got right now makes the best looking fountain pen because fountain pens are pretty straight. They're not curvy like a diamond painting pen where you can dive into the figure that's into that thing. But we're in no hurry. I just want you to be happy because you're my favorite cook in all the world. And I've never eaten even your meals. I just love the menu. There we go. 3 restraints. We'll just smooth those babies off because I don't want to cut my fingers. And there it is. Blow her off. Let's get the diaper in place. I'm not using the yellow towel right now because it's soaking wet from all the turning I've done today. Let's see. Joe says, I think I did. Yeah, we'll show them again for sure. Oh my gosh, Joe, they're super beautiful. Instantly drawn to one of the green. Oh yeah, the green. Because of dog sitting jobs this month, I have fun money to spend on all the things. That's beautiful. LOL, not something didn't feel. Oh, no cooking today. That's okay, Joe. Everybody's allowed a day off. No big deal. You still got a great menu. What'd you have today then? Did you stop at Raising Cane's? I think that's the home of the best chicken fingers out there, although some people will argue. Not a big fan of their coleslaw. It's okay, just not wild. And by the way, I have ordered 3. What the heck's the name of that pen? Hello, Jess. How you doing? We're on your 3rd pen for the night. Hope you're doing well. Carrie says I didn't follow the directions completely. I switched up the artist choice because it looked really cool. Sometimes I get moved. I can feel the earth move under my feet. I'm going to start singing here in a minute. Carrie's like, no, do not. Didn't really feel like eating much. Had a quarter of a sourdough. Oh, man. What'd you feed the family? I know they rely on that massive menu. Carrie's like, fend for yourself. Nope. Joe, all of us admire that menu because it's just, it always sounds so dang tasty. Yeah. Right now we're doing your cobblestone and doing 3 restraints. That's okay. You can be here and you can watch the replay. Be here when you're here. That's all.
But you can show them to her. You can show them to her.
I will show them to her, Carrie, now that Miss Jess is here. And by the way, Jess, we had a little bit of a science discussion at the beginning. We were talking about cislunar space, what it's used for and where it's at. You'd have loved it. I'm telling you, Jess would be like my favorite teacher in school.
I want to be
I
here.
may not have liked history and English and all that kind of stuff in the beginning. Love it now, but I always liked science and math. Any science, didn't matter. Earth science, animal science, world science, didn't matter.
Is that why you never did your homework?
No, I did my homework. I just didn't like to do my physics homework, so I had girls do it for me. Because of them, I got a B in that class. They weren't very bright. I should have picked better girls.
God.
Smarter girls. Not better. These girls were wonderful. One of them still alive today. The other 2 have since passed, which is really sad. So young. Got a sandwich for them too. Ah, made shepherd's pie the other night. Heck yeah, now we're talking. Now we're talking.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. I always think of something and I never stay in here.
There it is. Carrie, she can never find her phone. Would you ping my phone for me? Yes, I will. I made a taco cups last night. It's a recipe from the Just a Pinch Recipes website. Nice. Hey, Carrie, what's that thing you made the other night you found the recipe for? It was ground beef with roasted sweet potatoes with avocado and tomatoes. That's all it was. I guess you could eat it on something if you want, but I just had a bowl of that with, had like 2 cups of it in a bowl with 1 cup of cottage cheese on top. Oh, man, was that good. I don't know where Carrie got that recipe, but I'm like, ooh, baby, that's good. Yep. It is the truth. All righty, here is the cobblestone or whatever they call it, paving stones or something. And she wanted 3 restraints, and there they are.
Probably.
It's got a little bit of an abalone flow with this sort of teal, light blue. I'm not sure what that is, swirled all around with a, looks like a very dark blue or a black cement in between the stones. Very cool. And Jess, although these are ugly right now, this was your black and white and silver one here that had some clear. Got a couple of vases on that one. This one looks really cool because it's got a lot of see-through on it. A lot of transparent with the glitter in it. Kevin will get that buffed up. And then this one here, I think I did something. You wanted something else, but I didn't see the paper. And I'm like, oh, this looks cool. And this is your, what do we call this? Bast something? I still can't remember the name of that Greek cat. But this was the Argyle one. It's got 3 patterns still, but on the side, it looks really cool how it gathered up on those pinch points there. Corned beef and cabbage. Oh, that's a good one. I love corned beef, cabbage, carrots, and Bast barrette. There you go, barrette. That's it. So we got that one on there. Fits very, it's like almost a resting thing for the hand. That's pretty cool. Built-in rester. All right, now we got bricks. This artist choice again, but we may do the single pane window on this one because I think it'll make a pretty cool pattern. Or you can jump in and say, I want something else, and then we'll do something else. Because that's what we do here. Okay. Let's get it going 1,000 miles an hour here. Let's make it round. Yeah, corned beef, cabbage, potatoes, and carrots. Oh, I could eat a big bowl of that. What do they call that? Irish boiled dinner or something like that? When I was on a submarine, and before we got too far into patrol, we would have to use up all the fresh veggies and stuff that we brought on board. And we had cabbage and carrots and potatoes. And of course, they had the frozen corned beef and stuff. Man, a lot of that was my favorite meal. Oh, love that. It's all good. By the way, I saw this soda on the Walmart website when I was ordering some Diet Coke for Carrie, and it was called Culture Club, I think it was called. Strawberry rhubarb soda. Now, I am a massive fan of strawberry rhubarb, all nice and warm on some buttered toast. Oh my goodness. But that soda sounds disgusting. That did not sound good. Look at this. Tim found me some stuff made in my McGuire's from a micro scratches at Walmart. They got a bottle of 27 ounce. Nice. Very nice, Larry. I have a hard time picking the shape for linear patterns. You know, I like a curvy thing that sort of does something to the pattern, you know? Okay, so here's what this one looks like once we get it all round. It's sort of long on the sides, and it's got that nice brick pattern up the side, or on this side. Same thing on the other two sides. But let's get some baseball bats installed here. Let's see, let's slow that down to about 2,000. By the way, I put together some beautiful ink pens today. Carrie did a massive job of picking out the right pen for the blank. Oh my goodness, are they pretty? They are like, woo! I can't wait till the princess gets her princess blanks, her princess pens. And her other ones too. All right, they still think we're a little fat right here. Yeah, we are. We're at 0.6 there. Let me know if TBC Bushings rolls in. Bass Barrett. Let's see. Strawberry rhubarb soda. Yeah, Jess, it sounds disgusting. And what's funny, when you read the ingredients, it's got not much strawberry and rhubarb juice in it. It's all orange juice and apple juice and whatever else is in it. But I'm like, who the heck came up with that? And I love strawberries and rhubarb. When I grew up in Wheeling, West Virginia, I had a garden and I had 7 rhubarb plants. And, you know, rhubarb is one of those plants that just comes back every year and just grows like wild when you give a little bit of fertilizer. And I had a strawberry patch. Man, there was nothing better than when I would go pick all that strawberry and rhubarb, bring it up to my mom, and she would do her magic. Oh, that stuff is so good. So much so, when I was over in Germany, they have this stuff called rhubarb jelly. I even have 2 jars. And I went and bought strawberry and rhubarb jelly, took it back to my hotel room, got a little bowl from their breakfast area, and mixed a little strawberry and rhubarb jelly together. And I had a little bit of loaf of bread I bought when I bought that stuff, little tiny loaf. Oh my gosh, I was in my hotel room in Germany, in Essen, Germany, Essen, and I swear I was a 17-year-old kid back in Wheeling, West Virginia. Oh my gosh, that was so good. Funny how flavors, sounds, noises, music, all that kind of stuff takes you back to somewhere in your subconscious that's wonderful. Anyway, crazy stories from Tim, right? Now let's skinny this one down just a hair. I think that's pretty good right there. So let's look at this. If we did I'm not sure single pane window would be the way, because if we did that, let's go find the middle first. There's the middle. If we came out to 7/8 in either direction, let's see what that matches up with any pattern. Let's make that mark a little darker. So if we do that, we center right on a concrete line, if you will, sort of looks like concrete. And then we're going to curve up. I'm not sure that's it for this one. Let's get rid of those lines. We'll keep our center there. Now, if we move our center 128th of an inch west or east, then that will give us, we could do a donut right there in the middle, right on that line. Okay, so I think the other one you want a single pane window. Let's go back and revisit that. Oops, there goes my ruler. If we had that single pane window and you wanted a couple of restraints on the outside, if we put that dig right about the 1 inch mark in either direction, that's a little too short. Let's go 7/8. Okay, so those inner lines, that would be our restraint, which means we're going to, no, it's too close. Let's move that restraint to right here. That'll give our dig line right here, which means this will be cupped and that'll be enough room for a finger hold. Okay, so that'll what we'll do. So that'll be our dig line. You know what this is shaping up to be? A jewel. I think that's it. We will do a 5/8 inch either direction jewel. Okay, there's our center. 5/8 there. Okay, let me get rid of all these lines now. It's like plastic surgery. You got to draw lines all over it. Let's get rid of those lines. Now we're going to focus, we're going to move the center. Let me get rid of that center line there. We're going to move that center. Let me find the real center is right about there. 5 1/4, 2. So we're going to move it right to the middle of this one here. So that'll be our center. And then we're going to bring it out to, that's too far. Let's go a 1/2 inch either direction. That's it. That's it. It's right in the middle of those two bricks. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Hey, Bella the Beast. How you doing? Bella, 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 Bella. I grow my own strawberries and rhubarb plants. I make a strawberry rhubarb. Oh, man, I'm telling you. Love strawberries and rhubarb. Okay, here we go. Let's get serious now. Let's get serious. We're going to dig right in here. I think this might make an excellent jewel. What's in the window on the right that's making you smaller? Nothing right now. Carrie was over there diamond painting. I'm not even sure where she is right now. Let me remove her from that. She can come back if she wants. Doing great, Bella. Doing great. Yeah, she was getting distracted, destashing and stuff. By the way, this is the scariest thing I do on the lathe. Reaching in there to make it look like the jewel is floating ever so slightly. All right, that's pretty good right there. I'm going to reach in just a little bit more. Makes the illusion look really cool. Whew, that's scary. Man alive. Okay, let me smooth out this little diamond here, or this brick jewel. Ooh, this is turning out good. I like it. There it is. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. All right, let's shine this gem right up. Do 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 do. Denise, were you working today? How's the gun shop? How's the weather down there in Florida today? It was gorgeous here in Oklahoma City. Texas, I imagine, is great. Larry was probably having a good time. Nice, Larry. I love some happy mail. Can't wait to see that and do some cool stuff with it. I'll have Carrie pick out some cool colors that'll go with it. Rainy overcast. Oh, no. Driving home from work. Well, I hope work was good to you today. I guess you get to see Yogi and Dexter, see how they're doing. So I was watching this one true crime episode where this guy was terrorizing his wife who had cancer, gaslighting in her, thinking she's worthless and all this kind of stuff, and attempting to kill her and all this kind of junk. And they arrested him for terrorizing an adult indigent or something like that. I mean, I never even heard of that crime. This guy went to jail for a long time. It was worse than murder. Nice, Larry, nice. Colorado's having mood swings. Yeah, us too. 81 today, April. Tomorrow, 51. Weird. Can't make up its mind what it wants to be. Spring or sort of late winter. Oh no, can't have the AC out in Florida. Got to get rid of that humidity. That's a bummer. You break out the fans, right? Just blow the fan on you. Get that cooling effect. Waiting on a blower. Be here Tuesday. Nice. The whole blower or just the motor for the blower? If I was you, I'd go hang out in the part that still has AC. Oh, Jess Russ, we're under an enhanced severe weather alert for Monday. Strong thunderstorm, possible tornadoes. Ooh. And then a dusting of snow afterwards. That sounds like West Virginia. Heck yeah. Woo, that feels smooth now. Onward and upward to the next one. What's that, babe? Yes, it is. Then we're going to review the ebonite that's coming now. Telling you, it's going to sweep the country, man. Get your ebonite diamond painting. And tell them, Jess, how's that ebonite feel in your hand? It's crazy the way it feels. It's just so different than plastic. Or acrylic, yeah. Or resin, which is plastic. What do you got, Jess? Number 3 diamond painting pen that's made out of ebonite. Carrie's got number 1 and number 2. Might auction those off for $1 million. Somebody win the lottery, please. Motor sounds right. Yeah, I have replaced a number of those blower motors in my life, Joe. Or Denise. My dad was in heating and air conditioning all his life, that past his gas station days. And I used to go out and fix things with him, and I know how to replace that blower motor. I have done it at least 10 times. Whew, it feels smooth. Yep, Jess has number 3 in the whole world. I don't think anybody out there can brag about having a diamond painting pen made out of ebonite yet, except you guys. Who's got number 4, Carrie? There is no number 4 yet? April will have number 4. We should get like a certificate of authenticity generated up. But more importantly, Denise, is the air conditioning working at home? Oh, you know it, Larry. You know it. Yep, April, you're getting number 4. And we make that claim sort of jokingly, although seriously, because I don't think anybody's done it yet. I might start importing that stuff from India and selling blanks to everybody. Because it's gorgeous stuff. Just very different and unique. I need to go YouTube. How do you make ebonite? I'd like to know how they color it. How do you get it white so that you can color it? That'll be interesting. And I chased this guy in this Facebook group for 2 months. Finally, he answered back. I said, here's my phone number. Contact me on WhatsApp. And he did. And we had a talk. In fact, I was talking to him yesterday morning on the way back from taking Kevin to work. He called me in my car and I picked up and we were chatting. He's in South India. Jess says, might be in school with the students when the storm comes through. Is that tomorrow? School tomorrow on Sunday? I was a better golfer. Better gopher. Oh, that's where I started, Larry. I was a gopher. When I was, must have been 10 years old, I started going out with my dad on these calls because even though he worked for a heating and air conditioning place during the week, in the evenings and weekends, he had Bill's Refrigeration. And people would call him and he would go do it. And I learned how to do stuff for cash. I've installed dryer lines, and I was the gopher, Larry. We'd be underneath that house in a crawl space in Georgia. And Dad would say, hey, I need this thing. It's in the truck. Here's where it is. And I'd have to go get it and bring it back, and he'd sit and wait for me. So, yeah, I know what gopher's all about. That's where you learn. You learn what the tools are named and what they do and how they function. And all of a sudden, you get to do something. I remember the first time he let me thread black iron pipe for a dryer gas line. I was going to go a dryer in somebody's house. I thought I was the head machinist of all machinists. I think I was 11 years old. Now here I was threading black iron pipe. Like, man, this is cool. What else is there in life but this? Ooh, nice, Denise. Oh, getting hit on Monday, says Jess. The one-story building in the front where I sit is where the AC is out. The rest of the building's AC units would consist of 4 or 5 units. They're working fine. Yep, that's where I would be, Denise. If you could. You might have to hang out in the front there, I guess. One of my employees gifted me a fountain pen yesterday. She heard I collected pens. Absolutely. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I'm starting to use it myself since I make them and stuff. I'm like, I think I need to learn. And when I was out in Arizona, I visited this pen shop called Penchetta, Pen and Knife. And they have these papers, instructional papers to teach you how to write because my penmanship is horrible. So I'm going to start doing those, sit down at my desk and learn how to write correctly. All right, let's see how the jewel turned out. Let me oh, that looked pretty cool. Look at that. That is very unique. We didn't lose the pattern. Still looks good all the way around. And now we got this cool little module in the middle. That is nifty. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to sit there and play with it, Jess, and see how it comes out. All right. Let's switch over here to my camera. Let's see. Camera. Come up here. Oh, a few more minutes. We got to show some. Let me get to WhatsApp here. So the first thing we'll show Joe is the new ebonite that's coming. Let's see, here we go. Let me make that big. Let me come over here and share the screen. Share WhatsApp. Boom. So here is, I got one each of these rods coming. These rods are all 32 inches long. So I'm essentially importing 3.5 kilograms of ebonite. We got green, black, and cream. Purple, I guess you'd call that. Orange and black. Orange, yellow, and green. Black, white, and red. Cream, red, and or cream, green, and black. Red, cream, and black. This looks like a light yellow green with white and black, and then green, white, and black, and then this tan orange and black. So that's those there, and those are all going to be pretty cool to look at. And then we'll go to the next one. And these are same type of rod, just a different size. These are 19 millimeters in diameter, and the other ones are 20. That's the only difference, but we're still going to use them for the same purpose. Similar colors, but just a hair different. I like this light green and black. What's that, babe? 8. Yeah, you got to leave. You want to do what? Okay, I'll be here. So anyway, that's the new ebonite that is coming. Hopefully, I got a FedEx tracking number, but it will probably take a few weeks to get here from India. Let me come here to, let's see, fountain pen kits. So let's go to wood turnings. So let me share this page here. Share screen. So here's one here. And again, this is a kit pen, very much like the ink pens that I make. So the fountain nib here, that kind of thing here. And of course, we just supply the blank, or you supply the blank, or you choose the blank or whatever, and we turn it to fit this particular kit. Let me see if they can I find more? That's a wood turnings exclusive. Let's go to fountain. So here's another kit called Tycoon. So that one looks like that. This one is postable, which means you can take the cap and screw it onto the back of the pen, and that's where you post the cap while you're writing. So that's pretty cool too. And then we've got the classic fountain pen kit, again postable, so you can put the cap up on top when you're using the actual pen, or you can leave it lay off if it's too heavy. One or the other. Let's go to the next page. Let's see, a lot of here we go. There's a magnetic graduate gold. A little bit different features. Not sure where you actually grab this one. I've seen this one before, but that one does not look comfortable to hold in your hand, if you ask me. But if you hold it back here on the blank, probably pretty good. And here's the Orion, which we just looked at right there. So again, this looks like it's got a really nice area to hold it. This is not postable. In other words, this is not meant to go on the back there. It's probably a heavier, larger pen. And then we got the Majestic. Ooh, look at that. That is a $70 kit. And it's on back order. So that's an expensive kit. That's just the kit, just for the kit. It's a special order item for us. So our website will always show that there's a back order. So you have to sort of call them. But you can see it's $67.95 just for the kit. Let's go see what else they got here. So there's all kind of cool stuff. Here's the Majestic fountain kit. This is a $40 kit. Again, looks really nice, but doesn't have gold on it. And we got the Vertex Supreme fountain pen kit. Again, this is postable. So you can put the cap on the back there. Anyway, a lot of good options in there, Joe. We can explore some of those as we get going. Let's see. If we go back, let's go all the way back out. And let's go. Here's Penn State Industries high. Oh, that's high end. That's not fountain. See if they have fountain there. Yep, so there's a traditional gold fountain pen kit. Looks like that. That is also postable. Pretty cool. And then here's Broadwell. It's out of stock right now. Broadwell Nouveau Scepter gunmetal and 24 karat gold. We're just looking at fountain pen kits. And I'll show you what a kitless pen looks like. Here's the Broadwell Nouveau Scepter Chrome and 22 karat gold fountain pen kit. Whew, pretty. Very pretty. Okie dokie. All righty. Here's the Majestic. They got two. Again, $67.95. Beautiful pen kit. And it says it is in stock and ready to ship. There you go. But again, it's $68 for the kit. And that's the one they're showing. It's this one. This is next to the one that's not 22 karat gold. And this is a ballpoint or roller ball there. Okay, now let's talk about what a kitless pen is. And let me get over to the desk here. Let's see, that one's going to be that one right there. Let me get rid of these here. Now, a kitless pen, let me grab a blank that I would make a kitless pen from. And then I'll show you a kitless pen that I have made. And you've all seen this one before. But you'll sort of get the idea of buying a kit or doing it this way. All right, so here we go. This is a blank meant for a kitless pen. Beautiful blank, gorgeous. Came from Cocoon Blanks. Doesn't normally sell it. He showed it to me when I was there, and I said, can I buy that? Because that is a gorgeous blank. Just, you know, this is really what it looks like on the inside. Sort of a rainbow, but not in the rainbow type of colors. And that's just all smeary on that side. So that's beautiful. And again, let's look at it real close here. That'll make a gorgeous fountain pen. So this is a kitless pen, Joe. It is not postable because I don't make them that way yet. Not that good. But I made this part. This is the cap. And I made this part. This is the body. And I made this part. This is called the section, or also called the nib section. And you can see it's got threads on the outside. They all came out of a blank just like this. So you line them up, you cut the pieces, and then you do a lot of threading and drilling and forming. And I would say this pen right here really isn't done yet. I'm still playing. But then you buy these, and of course we have your extra fine nib for you to play with. These are Yovos. Got my fingerprint all over it. There's no name on it, but it's a Yovo number 7 or 6, I forget which. But this is a German nib, probably some of the best in the world. Very well known for their nibs. And that nib, you can see the threads on that nib. I threaded those threads down inside that hole there. So this goes in there and screws on the nib. And then I cut these threads and the tenon and all that kind of stuff. And that screws into, you know, your cartridge would go right in there. It would go into that hole and sit right on that little thing back in there. And then the section screws into the body. And this is what you would write with. And then when you're done, you would take the cap and screw it onto the body. Now I have too many threads on this one here, right? Because it takes, let's go see how long it takes to do it. It's a triple start thread. So you can see there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 3 1/8 turns to get it off. That's too many turns, right? I have learned that. I'll have to correct that pen here in a while. But I made another, I've been playing, of course, so that I can learn how to do this. And this is my second attempt of a pen. And you can see I got a mark there. Now watch how quick we can get this one off. See that little mark? 1, off. 1 1/3 turns and it's off. And you can see now between this one and that one that the threads are a lot shorter. And that's what I learned. Both triple start. So it has, so you don't have to futz around with it too much to find the start area. So it has 3 different starting points on the end of that thread. And so that's the difference. So this is what I'm aiming for. And this again is the body. And this is the cap. And you would do, and you just sort of back it up a hair and then screw it on. And boom, it's on. And these are too long. I got to shorten these up. But they're drilled out so that it will accept the cartridge. These will only take a cartridge, but you can also rig these so that you can use that thing where you dip the thing and you do it up. But hard on these because you got to make a thing on the back that allows you to pull that plunger up. Did you ever pour more of the white gold blanks? I did. And I actually gave one to a fellow named Reese who works at the Pen Shed, a pen shop in Scottsdale, Arizona. And he actually made, let me go see if I can find him here. Let's see. Let me go to Facebook. Let me look for Reese. He's got that cool website called Reese's Pieces. And let's see, he's done some posts. He's made some crazy pens. So let me share this here. Let's see. Present, share screen. Let's go look. So he actually made a little short pen. This particular blank is from Kevin Zog. It's called Peanut Butter and Jelly or something like that. And then this is the gold one that I made. So he made 2 bodies and 2 caps for a shorty, and he made that pen. And there's the pen when he's finished. He's a very good pen maker. Very fun guy, too. Super nice guy. And there's the opposite one. And here's the... There you go. Fun stuff. So yeah, we did make another gold one like that. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. There we go. Back to here. Yep. We actually went to see him at the pen shop. He wasn't there that day. He had to call in or whatever, but my mom and I went over there and bought some stuff and had a good time. But yeah, we wanted to meet him, but we didn't actually meet up, which is sort of a bummer. Super nice guy, though. I sent him a bunch of cutoffs that he's going to be using in future pens and all that kind of good stuff. Anyway, everybody, that is the thing. So Joe will look at that and see what you need for a fountain pen. We'll see the new Ebonite when it gets here and all that kind of good stuff. That's it for tonight, everybody. You guys have a good evening, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good evening. That's the best I could say. Have a fabulous evening. We'll see you tomorrow.